Thursday night. We've got Sunday night. We've got Monday night football. Oh, and by the way, Gene, we have Friday night football, too.
Yeah, it's high school style.
High school style, the way football was meant to be played. Without all the theatrics, without all the dramatics, without all the arrest warrants.
Friday Night Lights.
You got it. And tomorrow night, it'll be Mickey Dale, George Grahava. They're going to Valley Center. Imperial and Valley Center will tee it up. They'll be on the web at 6:45, KXORadio.com. John Driffel and Dylan Nichols and I will be at Cal Jones Field. It'll be the Central Spartans hosting the Hawks of Gila Ridge.
That's right.
We'll be on AM 1230 and on the web at KXORadio.com.
Well, explain to people where Valley Center is.
Valley Center is north of San Diego. It's up in kind of hilly, rural, horsey country.
Right.
Yeah.
We, our signal in past years, for many, many years, was in that area.
Yes.
We would get phone calls from Valley Center, which really surprised us initially. So
it did, because we went back when Eagle Mountain and the iron mine was in operation.
Open? Yeah.
Yeah, we had regulars there too.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah.
Of course, there was a high school there, and Eagle Mountain used to be one of the teams that smaller schools played.
Okay. And the Iron Mountain, were they the Eagles?
Mountain Empire, you know what? I can't remember.
Maybe they were the...
maybe they were the Miners.
The Eagle Mountain Miners or something.
No, I think you're right. I think they were something like the Eagles.
Okay. They weren't the Woodchucks.
Here, there, no.
No. Okay. Birthdays today, our big shot birthdays. Actor Ian Holm from Lord of the Rings, Chariots of Fire. He is 88 today. Other birthdays, let's see. Actress Linda Gray, 79. Maria Muldaur, still stuck at the Oasis at midnight, is 77. Actor Joe Pantoliano is 68. Jerry Buckley, he's a singer, guitarist with America, 67. And original MTV VJ Nina Blackwood, 67. Neil Peart of Rush, 67. Actor Peter Scolari, 64. Actress Rachel Ward, 62. Actress Amy Yasback is 57. Actor Darren Burroughs is 53. Singer Ben Folds of the Ben Folds Five, very talented, 53. Comedian Louis C.K. is 52. And actor Will Chase, 49. Actress Kelly Jenrette, 41. Actor Ben McKenzie, 41. Reuben Studdard, wasn't he one of the original American, Singing for the Stars or something like that?
America's Got Talent or something
whatever
like
it was. He's 41.
No, I don't know.
Singer, actress Jennifer Hudson, 38. Actress Alfie Allen, 33. Actress Emily Rossum is 33. And actor Colin Ford is 23.
Now, you ask about like America's Got Talent, and you mentioned the name of an artist, and then you mentioned another, and of course the lady that you mentioned, she came from one of those competitions.
Okay.
And went on and did a rendition of Dreamgirls.
Oh, Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I am not a big TV fan.
Very.
Sports and old movies.
Yeah, well, Jennifer Hutton, I never knew Hudson. I didn't know her that way. I just knew her through musical theater and the competition that she won.
Very good. Local birthdays coming up.
Enter to win a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake.
I love cake.
Yeah!
Oh, yes.
Every week, we'll give away a delicious Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake, and you could win.
I think it's time to celebrate.
Do you have a birthday?
Roger that.
Yes.
Then call, email, or regular mail us the date. Include your name, address, and phone number. Every Friday morning, we'll pick a winner for that week. Send us the birthdays of your family, your coworkers, and your friends. We'll put the information in our database, then send them birthday greetings on their special day. And every week, we pick a winner for the Cold Stone Creamery Ice Cream Birthday Cake.
Where no matter how you slice it, it's a piece of cake.
Let's see who will have their cake and eat it, too.
Don't wait. Enter now and get ready to win.
Oh, my God, really? That is too cool.
On AM 1230.
We have our KXO Cold Stone Creamery birthdays. Happy birthday, Dave Hartsock, Melanie Ramirez, Zanetta Potter, Yolanda Calderon, Stephanie McNish, Bradley Greer-Walters, Emily Gerardo, Esteban Orozco, Gloria Holmes, Imelda Ortega, Jedediah Keating, Jesse Gonzalez, John Richard Diaz, Jose Dorame, Joseph Albuena, Josie Gutierrez, Juanita Martinez, Julie Villanueva, Lizette Vallejo, Lorena Montano, Maribel Velasco, Martha Alcantar, Ralph Arias, and Robin Zamudio. Happy birthday from KXO and Cold Stone Creamery. And each and every one eligible for the KXO Cold Stone Creamery birthday cakes that will be awarded tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
Today is Video Games Day.
Okay.
It's also School Picture Day. Oh boy, I have some really bad school pictures. Okay, I think today on our Facebook page, can you come up with one of your school pictures?
One of my school pictures?
Yeah, from when you were maybe in grade school.
Yeah, I probably could.
Well, bring it in and we'll put our school pictures on our Facebook page today.
Oh, okay. I'll see.
Okay. Yeah, talk to the boss.
Yeah.
Gloria has one hidden somewhere.
May not be able to pull it off today, but
Okay. Very good. We've got news. Are you ready?
we've got news. That's the rumor.
Okay, it's World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Update. The Trump campaign plans to fly a giant banner over tonight's Democratic presidential debate in Houston. It'll be the first time all 10 contenders share the stage, and the first time frontrunners Joe Biden and Elizabeth Warren face off. Hillary Clinton's former campaign manager, Robbie Mook.
Biden has to continue to prove that he's that frontrunner. He's the best equipped to go into the general election. And I think Warren potentially has an opportunity to kind of knock that down a little bit and make herself look like a better choice to be that nominee against Trump.
Political contributor Molly Hooper says it'll be challenging for the former vice president.
Biden's going to be sandwiched between two progressives, not just Elizabeth Warren. He's also got Bernie Sanders to contend with. Biden will hit back on these progressive ideas saying, how are you going to pay for single payer? How are you going to pay for free college? How are you going to pay for these policies that you want to implement, you being the progressives, that really would have very little chance of becoming law?
CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this summer, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium Comfort System to keep your home cool and comfortable. Our new Affinity systems are smarter, more connected, and more efficient than ever before, and cut your energy costs by as much as 50%. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system and learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency this season. Call now and ask about our 10-year extended labor warranty. Contractor's license 696216.
California headline news, President Trump announcing he wants flavored e-cigarette products removed from the market. This is the number of respiratory illnesses related to e-cig use continues to rise. Dr. Catherine Malamet at Reagan Medical Center says e-cigs hurt the lungs.
We see that often with street drugs as well. They can be cut with other sorts of chemicals to either make them more potent or make them less expensive. And that often comes along with a lot of ill effects and side effects.
Some patients reportedly saying they use the vaping devices to consume THC products. Judge Aaron Persky was recalled from the bench amid outrage over the light sentence handed to convicted sex offender and Stanford swimmer Brock Turner, now fired from his job as a JV tennis coach. His firing less than a day after news of his hiring at Lynbrook High in San Jose sparked outrage among students.
Really appalling that this person would be coaching the tennis team.
Fremont Union High School District statement saying we believe ending Persky's employment is in the best interest of our students and school community. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning for all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs. Call Lock Air Conditioning today.
Now's the time to travel and be with the people you care about the most. And at Holiday Inn and Holiday Inn Express, we're helping you be there for less. Save at least 25% at thousands of hotels worldwide if you book by September 24th. You won't want this moment to pass you by. So book today at holidayinn.com. Terms and conditions apply.
This farm's been in our family for 3 generations, but we nearly lost it all after John's back injury. His pain was just unbearable. But what really slowed him down was the medication. They say anyone can get addicted to opioid pain meds. I guess John's a good example of that. Eventually, our doctor helped him taper off, and now he's his old self again and back out on the farm.
Your pain is real, but so are the risks. For more information, go to therisksArereal.cdph.ca.gov.
It's page 1 of the local news, page 1 of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 2 locations in the valley. On Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Thursday morning, the county has its first casualties of budget cuts. George Gale filed this story.
The Board of Supervisors is trimming expenditures in an attempt to balance the county budget. One of the cuts was hiring replacement staff. Imperial County Clerk Recorder Chuck Story says that action is forcing him to make cuts in his department. One of those actions is to stop accepting appointments for marriage ceremonies. He says they are booked through October, and those ceremonies will be honored, but he cannot book any more after that. Marriage licenses will not be affected. A Story said he went before the board Tuesday to appeal the denial of replacement staff, but the board postponed the budget hearing Tuesday and rescheduled it for next week. Story was asked to come back then. The clerk recorder also said that he may have found an error in the proposed budget that could possibly free up funds for his department. That, too, will be discussed on September 17th. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A missing person was reported just after 11 Tuesday night. Yuma County Sheriff's deputies responded to a residence on West 45th Street. The reporting party said the missing person was last seen leaving his home at 8:30 that night. He was identified as 78-year-old James Edward Deegan of Yuma. He is described as 6 feet tall, weighing around 260 pounds with gray hair and blue eyes. He was last seen wearing a gray T-shirt, jean shorts, black socks, and black shoes. The man suffers from Alzheimer's and multiple other illnesses. A search for the man has been unsuccessful. They are asking for the public's assistance. Anyone who sees or thinks they have seen Mr. Deegan, contact the Yuma County Sheriff's Office. KXO News Time 7:44.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
Order numbers fall for the 3rd month in a row. Here's more on that story.
Officials say the numbers are still high, however. August enforcement actions are reportedly down by nearly 25%. U.S. Customs and Border Protection released the agency's enforcement actions for August during a briefing at the White House. Through the month of August, the total number of people apprehended or found to be inadmissible was 64,006. This is a 22% decline from 82,055 in July, and a 56% decline since the May peak of 144,255. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, the service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful from the support that they hear for the job they're doing and being rated #1 with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stan's Auto Body works with all insurance companies. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
It's Page 2 of the Local News and weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for your life and health insurance needs or retirement planning.
A long weekend in Mexico. George Gale explains.
It will be Mexican Independence Day weekend. Mexico celebrates their Independence Day on 2 days, September 15th and September 16th. The Grito de Independencia is at midnight on the 15th, leading into the actual Independence Day on the 16th. First grito was delivered by Father Miguel Hidalgo on September 16, 1810, in Dolores, Guanajuato. The fight for independence from Spain ended on September 28, 1821. The city of El Centro and the Mexican consulate in Calexico will be sponsoring a grito celebration on Saturday, September 14th, at Buckley Park at El Centro. The family-oriented event starts at 6 p.m. and will feature folkloric dancing, live mariachi music, food vendors, live entertainment, and much more. The event is free, and everyone is invited. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Students from Central Union High School Legal Services and Law Academy program participated in a tour of the El Centro Border Patrol Station that also included a tour of the border given by agents assigned to the Public Affairs Office. The visits took place over 3 days from September the 4th through the 6th, where approximately 85 sophomores received an El Centro sector profile presentation that provided students with an insight on a career in Border Patrol. The presentation also included videos of how agents operate within the sector's area of responsibility that consists of 70 miles along the U.S. and Mexico border. Shortly thereafter, the students were taken to the border and were given sign cutting demonstrations to understand how agents use tracking skills as part of their day-to-day duties. The students were also exposed to the different types of terrains patrolled by agents and how border infrastructure and technology play a role in securing our nation's border. Well, if you didn't know, this is Suicide Prevention Week. George Gale has more.
The Board of Supervisors adopted the proclamation this week. Proclamation makes it possible for the county to join the rest of the nation in recognizing the week as Suicide Prevention Week and provides the opportunity to inform the community about warning signs and how best to help those most in need. Behavioral health services will use the special week to share resources and stories, as well as promote suicide prevention awareness. They will host and coordinate a number of events in local schools and at their wellness center, conduct outreach activities targeting local retail stores, and provide learning opportunities for education and other community agencies. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
As with most things in life, the key to achieving your long-term objectives is planning. David H. West Insurance has been helping many residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs, from life to Medicare and financial planning too. David, Jose, and staff are ready to help you with your insurance needs. Call David H. West Insurance today for an appointment at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411. Or stop by 8th and Commercial in El Centro.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says a warming trend will commence today through Saturday, with temperatures warming to a few degrees above seasonal normal across the Imperial, Yuma, and Mexicali valleys by Saturday. 96 the high yesterday, 67 our low. It will be sunny today with a high near 101, southeast wind around 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 77, light winds becoming northwest about 5 miles an hour after midnight. Friday, sunny with a high near 107, west-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny and hot with a high near 110, west-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Sunday, sunny with a high near 107 and light wind. We're sitting at 73 degrees downtown with that 31% our relative humidity. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Dad, they're hungry.
Siri, restaurants nearby.
Here are some options. I want some chipotle fries.
And I want an Imperial Thick Burger.
But I want a salad.
Okay, I just want a juicy burger and an ice-cold beer. And I don't want to miss the game.
Everyone quiet, please. I have the place. Burgers and beer. Great food. Ice-cold beer, and you can watch your favorite game.
Burgers and Beer has something delicious for everyone. Burgers and Beer. The best burgers in town.
You're welcome.
It's sports time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company, Brawley, El Centro, and Holtville. Imperial's Do-It Centers have what you need when you need it. Taking a look at Major League Baseball, the Braves beat the Phillies 3-1. Orioles topped the Dodgers 7-3. It was the Blue Jays blanking the Red Sox 8-0. Mets dumped the Diamondbacks 9-0. Brewers over the Marlins 7-5. Nationals topped the Twins 6-2. Rangers, they slipped by the Rays 10-9. Indians over the Angels 4-3. Royals rolled. They beat the White Sox 8-6. The Athletics 5. Astros 3. Rockies nipped the Cardinals 2-1. Pirates 6. Giants 3. It was the Mariners 5, the Reds 3, Yankees and the Tigers postponed, and the Padres shut out the Cubbies 4-0.
Valley summers are hot. But the deals are always cool at Imperial Hardware Company. Visit one of our Do-It Centers today to experience the difference superior customer service can make. You'll also find great prices and selection on all of your special seasonal needs. We stock a wide variety of fans, AC filters, pool supplies, awnings, coolers, irrigation and plumbing hardware, and so much more. You see, we know exactly what Valley residents are looking for because we're locally owned and family operated, serving this community for over a century. Our Do-It Centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a warehouse store with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. And remember, we are open 7 days a week. Visit us in Brawley, El Centro, or Holtville to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company.
Well, the NFL is considering putting Antonio Brown on the commissioner's exempt list. That would make him ineligible to play for the Patriots, at least for a while. Meanwhile, the Chargers' Hunter Henry diagnosed with a tibia plateau fracture, and at least 4 to 6 weeks before the tight end is back. And the Chargers, showing some concern about Mike Williams' knee, have signed a wide receiver to the practice squad, and hopefully they'll get a little bit more depth with that. High school football coming up tomorrow night, Southwest and Kofa in Yuma. Holtville will go to Yuma. They'll take on the Yuma Crims. Calapat and Calexico tee it up in the border city. The Vincent Scotts host Desert Christian Academy. Palo Verde Yellow Jackets will host Desert Mirage. The Brawley Wildcats in Yuma for Yuma Catholic. The Imperial Tigers go to Valley Center. Mickey Dale, George Grahava on the air, on the web, KXORadio.com. at 6:45. Meanwhile, John Triffle, Dylan Nichols, and I will be at Central. The Spartans host the Gila Ridge Hawks. We'll be on the air on AM 1230 and on the web at KXORadio.com at 6:45. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company Do-It Centers in El Centro, Holtville, and Brawley. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company.
Help Burning Bush International restore hope in Uganda with our Dinner and Mystery Theater event Friday, October 18th in the old Eucalyptus Schoolhouse in rural El Centro. We hope you'll attend and be inspired to donate so we can continue to fund clean water wells, provide dairy goats for orphans, and support our prison ministry. You'll enjoy a fabulous meal and be thoroughly entertained by San Diego's #1 mystery theater company. Now you see it, now you don't, is the theme for the mystery show. This will be a night of beauty and suspense as one of the world's most valuable diamonds will be on display. But help keep an eye on it. It would be a shame if it disappeared during our event. Tickets are $50 each and can be purchased from a Burning Bush International board member, from the First Christian Church in El Centro, or online, bbiuganda.org, all lowercase. For more information, call 760-604-6310.
It's financial news and weather brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial Valley since 1991. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was headed modestly higher today, putting the blue chip index on track to log its longest win streak in more than a year after the European Central Bank announced a fresh stimulus measure, including an interest rate cut that moved the deposit rate further into negative territory, and the relaunch of a program of government bond buying that it hopes will reinvigorate a flagging European economy. Stock futures had earlier climbed overnight, also after President Donald Trump late Wednesday said the U.S. would delay implementing higher tariffs on $250 billion on Chinese goods for 2 weeks as a gesture of goodwill ahead of trade talks in October. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 30 points right now at 27,165. And a seventh advance today would be the best series of gains since an 8-session rally ended in May of 2018. Meanwhile, the European Central Bank cut its deposit rate from minus 0.4% to minus 0.5%.
No child in Imperial County should go hungry. This is John Levada for the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Living in a food-insecure home makes it difficult for children to perform efficiently in school and to face the challenges of being a child. I urge you to help these kids. Donate to the Food Bank's backpack program. Recipients are children who rely on school meals and risk going hungry on weekends when they're away from school. The IV Food Bank Backpack Program. Donate online at ivfoodbank.org.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 101 degrees. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 77. Light wind becoming northwest about 5 miles an hour after midnight. Friday, sunny with a high near 107. West-northwest wind around 5 miles an hour. 73 degrees, 29% relative humidity. Financial news brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground, covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Permitted by NAB and this
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News is next. It is brought to you by Robinson Ford in Calexico, celebrating 50 years in business.
This is CBS
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. A House panel has approved the guidelines for impeachment hearings on President Trump. CBS's Bill Rakoff.
On a party line vote of 24-17, the Judiciary Committee voted to establish rules on how to proceed with the investigations into the Trump campaign and administration. Chairman Jerry Nadler of New York called the rules vote a necessary step.
We have a responsibility to consider allegations of federal election crimes, violations of the Constitution's Emoluments Clause, and the failure to defend our nation from current and future attacks.
Ranking Republican Doug Collins of Georgia calls it a trip down the yellow brick road.
The Emerald City is impeachment, and my colleagues are desperate to get there.
Bill Rakoff, CBS News, Washington.
The CEOs of 145 companies are demanding Senate action on gun violence. CBS's Diane King Hall.
In a letter to Congress, the business leaders implore lawmakers to widen background checks to apply to all gun sales and enact a federal red flag law. The top brass argue that current laws don't wholly reflect how people buy guns today.
Well, Houston is the scene of tonight's Democratic presidential debate. CBS's Steve Futterman is covering.
The 10 presidential hopefuls taking part will be on the same stage at the same time. That means also for the first time, the three front-runners, Joe Biden, Elizabeth Warren, and Bernie Sanders, will be together. And the back and forth among those three could be the top story tonight.
Vaping. For some, the choice is a no-brainer.
I would rather do this than go back to smoking cigarettes and, die of emphysema.
But now, with health concerns and teen vaping on the rise, the Trump administration's moving to ban flavored e-cigarettes. CBS's Janet Shamlian reports from a store that sells the products in Katy, Texas.
There's a lot of choices in a store like this, from flavors like blueberry cobbler to strawberry lemonade. And the customers we talk to say they want to keep those choices. This morning, there is resistance to the plan to ban some vaping products.
Well, score one for the White House in a bid to make it harder for Central Americans to seek asylum here. Legal analyst Thane Rosenbaum.
This ruling from the Supreme Court overrides an injunction from the Ninth Circuit that blocked enforcement of the Trump administration's policy. The policy denied asylum claims from those who passed through other, what would be described as safe countries, and did not first seek asylum there.
At Georgia's Port Brunswick, closed since a huge cargo ship overturned, officials let 2 ships leave port last night to see if it would affect the stability of the crippled ship. They're assessing the situation today, hoping to reopen the port. Wall Street, the Dow is up 7 points. This is CBS News.
Capital One is reimagining banking, offering accounts with no fees or minimums that can be opened in 5 minutes. Capital One. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A. Member FDIC.
My name is Brandon. I am a manager of tire sales at Firestone Complete Auto Care. When you come here to get service, we're going to take care of your car. Because you take care of your car is going to take care of you.
Come in for the Firestone Complete Auto Care Epic Sales Event and save $100 when you spend $500 or more. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Valid September 12th through September 15th. Exclusions apply. Cannot be combined with other offers. Additional fees may apply where lawful. See store for details.
Mom, can we get White Castle sliders?
Great idea, Ben. Let's see where they are.
Attention, Ben. Tell your mom she can find White Castle sliders in the freezer aisle. They're made with 100% beef patties on a bed of steamed grilled onions with the same one-of-a-kind taste you can find in Castle's.
Oh, she's smart. Hey, intercom lady, any advice for her first day of school?
Ben, she's not gonna...
Try a new hairstyle. Ooh, maybe a mullet.
A mullet? Cool.
You are not getting a mullet.
White Castle. Find the slider variety you crave in your nearest freezer aisle.
There are allegations Republicans in North Carolina pulled a fast one by taking surprising legislative action.
Republicans in control of a nearly half-empty North Carolina House chamber held an unexpected vote to override Governor Roy Cooper's veto of a state budget bill.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order. We were told that there will be no votes this morning.
Many Democrats and the governor were at September 11th memorial events.
I have never seen anything like this in my 30-plus years in state government.
Protest over actions by the Republicans are planned at the state legislative building. Jim Crisula, CBS News, Greensboro, North Carolina.
Former President George W. Bush calls T. Boone Pickens bold, imaginative, and daring. Pickens, the oil tycoon who strengthened his hand with corporate takeovers, died yesterday at 91. Late in life, he was a backer of renewable energy. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, Protect My Car is announcing a low-cost extended service plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay nothing for auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay nothing for auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-951-4172 now. Drivers who are covered by Protect My Car will not have to pay for a covered repair bill again. This auto coverage is at an all-time low, much lower than what dealerships are charging. Additionally, drivers who activate this auto coverage today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and free car rental at no additional cost. Call Protect My Car for your free quick quote today. 800-951-4172. 800-951-4172. What do you have to lose? Again, 800-951-4172.
If your license plates okay, Robinson Ford, you probably pay too much, you probably pay too much.
That's right, and Robinson Ford and Calexico invite you to come see them before you buy your next new vehicle. See the Ford family of cars, SUVs, F-150s, and the cream of the crop, the Ford Raptor, and the all-new Ford Ranger. The deals are hot, so drive a little and save a lot to Robinson Ford in Calexico.
If your license plate doesn't say Robinson Ford, you probably paid too much.
CBS News brought to you by Robinson Ford in Calexico. Drive a little, save a lot at Robinson Ford.
Who's the honcho around here?
Carroll Buckley.
I am. Who are you?
Carroll Buckley.
Broadcast me out on the radio.